Imagine this for a moment. You are made of stardust, a collection of atoms forged in the hearts of ancient stars. But did you know there's another secret you carry? Every single one of us right now is glowing. Yes, you read that correctly. Humans emit light. It is not a bright, dazzling light like a firefly in the night sky, nor is it the warm glow of a lamp. Instead, it is an incredibly faint, almost ethereal shimmer. This light is a constant companion, a silent testament to the bustling life within our very cells, a quiet hum of biological activity. Now, you might be wondering, if I am glowing, why can't I see it? That is a perfectly good question. The truth is, this human glow is about 1,000 times weaker than the faintest light our unaided human eyes can perceive. Our eyes, marvelous as they are, simply are not sensitive enough to pick up this subtle radiance. We are not designed to see this particular secret of our own biology without help. So we walk around unaware of this personal luminescence, a hidden spectacle happening all the time, just beyond the reach of our natural senses. It's a bit like hearing a whisper in a very noisy room. This phenomenon is not some mystical energy field or a figment of imagination. It is pure biology, a natural consequence of the complex chemical reactions that keep us alive and ticking. Think of it as a byproduct, an accidental sparkle thrown off by the tireless machinery of our metabolism. Every breath you take, every morsel of food you digest, every thought that flashes through your mind contributes to this inner light. It's a deeply fundamental aspect of being a living, breathing organism, a shared characteristic across the spectrum of life, though often too faint to notice without very special tools. So, while we may not be walking, talking light bulbs, the fact remains, we glow. This simple yet profound truth opens up a universe of questions. What causes this light? How was it discovered? And does this faint emission have any deeper meaning for our understanding of ourselves and the intricate dance of life? Let us journey together into the science of our own inner light, exploring the fascinating world of human bioluminescence. It is a journey that reminds us that even in the seemingly mundane, the cosmos reveals its wonders. The light humans emit is a form of bioluminescence, but it is quite different from the dramatic displays we see in creatures like jellyfish or fireflies. Those organisms often use special chemicals like luciferin and luciferase to produce light for specific purposes such as communication or defense. Our glow, however, is much more subdued and appears to be an unavoidable consequence of our basic life processes. It is a direct result of the metabolic reactions constantly occurring within our cells. These are the very reactions that convert food into energy, repair tissues, and keep everything running smoothly inside our amazing bodies. At the heart of this glow are tiny, highly reactive molecules called free radicals. You might have heard of them in discussions about health and aging. These free radicals are produced during normal metabolism, especially when our cells process oxygen to create energy. Sometimes these energetic free radicals interact with other molecules in our body, particularly fats, lipids, and proteins. When these interactions happen, they can release a tiny burst of energy in the form of light particles or photons. It is these photons, these minuscule sparks, that collectively create the faint glow we are talking about. Think of your body as an incredibly complex chemical factory working non-stop, day and night. Just like any factory, our cellular processes are not 100% efficient. There are always byproducts. This human glow is essentially one such byproduct. It is not something our bodies are trying to do. It just happens as a natural part of living. The light is generated as electrons in excited molecules settle down to a lower energy state, releasing that excess energy as light. It's a fundamental chemical process happening at an unimaginably tiny scale, billions of times over, within each of us. So this human glow is not a sign of a special power, nor is it something we can learn to control like a character in a comic book. Instead, it is a subtle indicator of the ceaseless chemical dance that is life itself. The constant breaking down and building up of molecules, the flow of energy, the very essence of being alive, all contribute to this faint emission. It's a beautiful, albeit invisible reminder that we are dynamic systems, always in a state of flux, always radiating a tiny bit of ourselves out into the universe. For a long time, the idea of humans emitting visible light was purely theoretical or confined to folklore. But in 2009, a team of Japanese researchers from the Tohoku Institute of Technology made a groundbreaking discovery. They managed to capture actual images of this human bioluminescence. This was not an easy task, mind you. They needed incredibly sensitive cameras, far more sensitive than any regular camera, capable of detecting single photons of light. These are the kinds of instruments that can see what is utterly invisible to us. The researchers, led by Masaki Kobayashi, used a special cooled charge-coupled device, CCD camera. This camera had to be kept extremely cold to reduce its own internal noise or interference, allowing it to pick up the extraordinarily weak light signals from the human body. They took images of volunteers in a completely dark room over several days. What they found was fascinating. The images showed that the human body does indeed glow, with the face typically emitting more light than the rest of the body. This is likely because the facial area has more melanin, and metabolic activity might be more intense or closer to the surface there. Interestingly, the intensity of this glow was not constant. It fluctuated throughout the day, following a kind of rhythm. The glow was usually at its lowest in the morning, around 10 a.m., and peaked in the late afternoon, around 4 p.m., before gradually dimming again. This pattern strongly suggests a link to our body's internal clock, our circadian rhythms, which govern many of our physiological processes, including metabolism. As our metabolic rate changes during the day, so too does the intensity of this light emission. It is like a faint echo of our own internal energy cycles. These findings were remarkable because they provided concrete visual evidence of something that had been suspected but never directly observed with such clarity. It confirmed that the chemical reactions producing these photons are tied to our metabolic activity. The research opened a new window into understanding the subtle ways our bodies function. It is a testament to scientific curiosity and technological advancement that we can now see this hidden aspect of our own biology, a glow that has been with us unseen for all of human history. Now that we know humans glow, the next big question is, what does it mean? Are there any practical implications of this faint light, particularly for health and medicine? While it is still early days for this field of research, scientists are exploring potential applications. For example, if the intensity or pattern of this bioluminescence is closely linked to metabolic activity, then changes in the glow could, theoretically, indicate changes in a person's health status. Perhaps certain illnesses or conditions might alter this light emission in detectable ways. Imagine a future where non-invasive medical imaging could use this ultra-weak bioluminescence to map metabolic function across the body. It might offer a way to spot early signs of disease or monitor the effectiveness of treatments by observing subtle shifts in our natural glow. This is different from infrared imaging, which detects heat. We are talking about actual visible light, albeit very faint, produced by chemical reactions. Detecting such subtle light changes could provide unique information not available through other diagnostic methods. However, significant technological advancements would be needed to make such applications a reality. It is important to remember that this is a fundamental biological phenomenon. It is not unique to humans. Most living organisms likely emit some level of this chemiluminescence as a byproduct of metabolic reactions. The fact that we glow connects us to the broader web of life in yet another subtle way. It underscores the idea that life is a process deeply rooted in chemistry and physics, where energy is constantly being transformed. This faint light is a signature of those transformations, a whisper from our cells about the work they are doing. Ultimately, the discovery of human bioluminescence is another beautiful reminder of the complexity and wonder of the human body. We are intricate universes unto ourselves, with countless processes unfolding within us every second. Even something as seemingly simple as existing generates light. It encourages us to remain curious, to keep exploring the mysteries hidden within and around us. The universe is full of surprises, and sometimes the most extraordinary ones are those we carry within our own being, glowing softly in the dark, a testament to the ceaseless energy of life itself.